So we finally got that Sony State of Play, and I have to be honest, I was pretty impressed and satisfied. I know a lot of the games are not coming till next year, but I feel like it's been better than some recent State of Plays we've had.
Concord is a 5v5 first-person shooter.
We are going to run through all of the games that were announced at this State of Play. My predictions, or some of them, were quite correct.
I want a Death Stranding 2 release date, more gameplay to Ghost of Yotai, Marvel's Wolverine.
So we started off with Monster Hunter Wilds. This is coming out end of the month. It did show that there's going to be this roadmap. Sometimes I hate these roadmaps. I just want to play the game, but it's good to know what they are planning for the future. And then there's going to be another free update that will arrive in the summer. And they also showed some of the pre-order bonuses that you will get. Then we moved over to Shinobi Art of Vengeance, which is coming out August 29th, and this looked really cool, especially if you are a fan of Metroidvania games. It's a hack and slash game, and it does look really cool. I'm not sure if I'll play this one, but this one is coming August 29th. We then had Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, which you can wishlist now, but there is going to be a closed network test on the 21st of February. All this did was it made me think of Mario Kart. I don't know how well they're going to do, because it just made me want to play Mario Kart. If you're a fan of Digimon, then Digimon Story Time Stranger, there was an announcement trailer for that. I never watched Digimon as a kid, so I just watched Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! May 30th, we got a release date for Lost Soul Aside. This looks absolutely epic. So you embark on this epic journey to save your sister and the whole of humankind from dimensional invaders. So this is a stylish single-player action-adventure RPG. I hear single-player game, I get excited. It's going to have lightning-fast combos. You'll be able to learn new abilities, upgrade your weapons as you take on more and more difficult enemies. This one I'm very excited for. It's not far away as well. I need to get on Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
For humanity's sake, you must.
Then we have Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza. There's a demo for the game, and you'll be able to choose from 2 battle styles. That's coming out on Friday 21st. And then there will be a DLC with Dave the Diver Ichiban Holiday, which is coming out in April as well. You then had Splitgate 2. All of a sudden, I was starting to think of Concord. But this does look cool, but don't get me wrong. I feel like there are so many first-person shooter games, especially online ones. So this is a 24-player online mode. The alpha begins 27th of February. I feel like with these sort of games, they're so repetitive. I just don't know how well these are going to do. It looks cool. It looks like a hint of Concord 2. You had 2K25, and they're announcing something called The Island, which is like an online mode where you can play with 50 other players in themed landmarks. You can complete quests, live events, character creation, and it looks very much in depth. But online, it was getting ratioed to hell, because I'm assuming there's going to be a hell of a lot of microtransactions. And for a WWE game, do you even need to do this? We got a release date for Borderlands 4, which is coming out 23rd of September. And man, I think this game was going to get delayed. Obviously, he said there's a lot of work for them to do. A lot of you will be very excited for Borderlands 4. I've only played Tiny Tina's, but it does look good. As I said, I love the art style of the Borderlands games. A lot of you will be excited for this. Split Fiction coming March the 6th, and they're just reminding us about this game. I do think this will definitely be in Game of the Year contender. I feel like they always deliver, obviously, with It Takes Two, same developers, and this just looks better and better. I cannot wait to dive into Split Fiction with me and Els. Still haven't finished It Takes Two, but still. Then Directive 8020, which is coming out October 2nd, and this is the same developers as Until Dawn and The Quarry. So these brave astronauts of the Cassiopeia, I think I said that right, embark on a deadly mission to save humanity, but their ship is infected by alien life form that perfectly imitates its prey. This looks absolutely mad. The graphics look really good. What? This looks crazy. Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic. This actually looks pretty crazy. This is coming out 13th of June, and my gosh, I feel like the anxiety levels are going to be through the damn roof with this one. This is going to give everyone a heart attack. I have to play this on... Oh! I could play this. I could do it. Then you have the Midnight Walk, May the 8th, where your quest is to return fire to this world. But there's a lot of monsters in your path. But what is good though is that this is also coming out on PSVR 2, which I think a lot more first-person games need to do. You have Darwin's Paradox. You can become an octopus. Nice. I do love octopus. Tastes so good. You have to escape the food processing facility you found yourself in, and this is coming later on in the year. We have Warriors Abyss, which literally is out now, and this is a roguelike that takes on the Warrior franchise and sees you journeying into hell as one does. Now, I love Dynasty Warrior Origins. I'm loving that combat, so seeing this actually makes me more enticed to play this sort of game. If you're put off by Dynasty Warrior Origins, if you have time, give it a go, because it's a really good game. This just looks really good as well, if you like roguelike games. Onimusha 2, Samurai's Destiny. So there's some quality of life improvements from this game that was released on PS2. So this is releasing for PS4. I know it's weird saying that because you're like, really? Not PS5? But obviously you can play it on PS5 as well. This is coming out May 23rd. And then Onimusha Way of the Sword, which is coming out 2026. I know it's quite in the distance. This looks really good. Unless you're fed up with these sort of games, but I'm not at the moment. The gameplay looks so much fun, and the way you can use your environments to kill enemies and set them alight, this just looks so interesting. We've got a long way to go till next year, so we'll just put this one on the back burner. Then you've got Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, 28th of August. It is coming. I cannot wait for this game because I've never played the original, and I feel like with something like Silent Hill 2, this is going to be similar in terms of I've never played the original, so I feel like it's just going to be so good. Everyone raves about this game, so finally, this is coming August. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to play this. We have Hell Is Us as well, which is coming out September 4th. The more I see about this game, the more I'm getting sold about this game, just because this doesn't hold your hand. I know someone on stream was like, is this a Souls-like? It isn't. The combat is very simplistic. It's just a lot of exploring, detective work. You have to listen to NPCs. You have to piece together these puzzles, and this is coming out September 4th. Then you have a DLC to Lies of P, which I still need to play, with Lies of P Overture, and I do believe this is a DLC. A lot of people were thinking this was a new game, but it is a DLC. So we have a game which looks very weird and creative, Dreams of Another, which is coming out 2025. Typically, you'd use your gun to shoot through enemies and stuff, but this one is to build the environment, I believe. So it's kind of like the opposite. It's very creative. The creator did speak a bit on screen as well, and I love it when developers are able to be creative with their games, and I feel like this is one of them. It's very creative. Of shooting games.
武器で傷つけたり破壊するのでは
Rather than using weapons,
抽象化している散らばった世界を舞台化して想像することができるのです。
Now, can you believe it, guys? We've all been asking for a Days Gone 2, and what do Sony do? They don't disappoint. They give us a Days Gone remaster. It's a start. I know this was rumored quite a while, and, you know, hopefully this pushes Sony to then give us a Days Gone 2. I thought there was going to be like a physical release. I don't think there is, but if you do have the base game, all you have to do is pay $10 or £10 and you will get this upgrade. So I feel like this is one I'm definitely going to do a video for, because I'm curious to see what the game looks like. Has it been optimized? Because there is still some bugs that I've realized, but also there's going to be some new modes in this as well. Finally, there's going to be some DualSense controller support. There's going to be some new accessibility options, but more importantly, there's going to be a Horde Assault mode. This is like a survival arcade mode, which this looks freaking cool. You basically get to challenge your skills and achieve a high score while surviving as long as possible, with increased horde sizes and various other enemies like evolved freakers. Oh my gosh. And you get to travel across familiar regions found in the story, and you will get to fight your way through brutal changing landscapes where basically the enemies are going to get even more difficult. There's also a permadeath mode, a photo mode as well as some pre-order bonuses. If this does well, a lot of people support this. I feel like they are going to then push for a Days Gone 2, because, you know, they cancelled the flipping Ben Studio live service game, which no one asked for. Then we have a DLC to Stellar Blade, my game of the year 2024, for obvious reasons. The combat, guys, the combat. Get your head out of the gutter. Really excited for this, as this is going to be coming out in June. I feel like Shift Up are going to be one of the best studios in the coming future. They even awarded all of their staff a PS5 Pro and also a bonus. I believe they have increased their developer size by like 100. They're continuing to support Stellar Blade. Then we got announced some PS Plus games like Blueprints, an architectural adventure game, Lost Records, which is coming out February 18th, Abiotic Factor, which is a 6-player survival game. And then I nearly forgot to say that Star Wars Jedi Survivor is coming to PS Plus with Top Spin 2K25 as well. And then I do believe in PS Plus Classic you get the Armored Core or some old Armored Core games. Now to the really good stuff, because it just gets better and better for me. Tides of Annihilation. So in this game, the streets of London are engulfed by an outworld invasion. You are the only survivor, and you discover a mysterious power to command the legendary Knights of the Round Table. Driven by vengeance and the desperate need to save her sister, obviously the main character is pretty good looking as well.
Hey, I ain't complaining.
But you will journey across 2 worlds, a shattered modern London and a mythical Avalon. If I said that right. This is going to be a thrilling action adventure game. I'm sold already on this.
My quarrel lies not with
This
me,
is looking crazy.
but I will take back everything that belongs to me. Even if the price is my soul.
Wow.
Now we have Metal Eden on May the 6th, and I have to say, this looks really cool as you play as this hyper unit Asker, an advanced battle android on a suicide mission to rescue the citizens on the vast monolithic city Mobius. Once a hopeful new home for humanity, now turned into a cybernetic warfare. This looks crazy, and this is coming out May the 6th.
I want to see you hurt.
Now we have another game that I was super freaking sold by. Oh my gosh. Mind's Eye, an action adventure game. This looks unreal. You play as Jacob Diaz, a former soldier fitted with the Mind's Eye, a mysterious neural implant that haunts him with fragmented memories of a covert mission that changed his life forever. You fight to uncover the truth in a world of AI, high-tech experimentation. Of course, that's probably going to be happening now. They're going to take all our jobs. Jacob isn't the only one searching for answers. Forces working in the shadows may be more powerful and dangerous than he ever imagined. So there's going to be intense combat on foot, but also behind the wheel. It just looks so cool the way you can just get into a supercar and just drive off. You can even be in the air, where every decision can mean the difference between survival and defeat. That's another one for my damn list.
I'm coming to you
This
now.
looks promising.
The search and rescue bots. They're malfunctioning. They're attacking us.
Wow. This looks good. Do you know how much I enjoyed Returnal? And the same developers from Returnal are coming back with another roguelike game. Now, some of you might be disappointed, but Returnal was that good that I strongly recommend you play that game, because we have got Saros that is coming out 2026. This is coming out for PS5 and PS5 Pro. Obviously, it's going to be an update. A lot of these games, or some of them, had like PS5 Pro footage, and it's like, oh, you're making me feel a bit left out. You set on this mysterious planet, and this planet is under threat of an ominous eclipse. So you take on the role of Arjun, a powerful Solitary enforcer searching for answers on a lost off-world colony. So Saros will feature permanent progression systems where every death reshapes the world while offering you upgrades to overcome challenges, a haunting story, deep third-person action, and a grounded performance by the famous Rahul Kahil. I haven't heard of it. I think a lot of people might think, oh, another roguelike game. I feel like they smashed it with Returnal. I feel like this is going to be even better than Returnal.
Know that you are here, and I will find you.
Now, I feel like this state of play was a solid B, or a solid 9, 8 to 9 out of 10 for me, just because of what we've been used to. Obviously, I got everything wrong in terms of I predicted more footage for Death Stranding 2. Wolverine, I did say, you know, if Wolverine's not here, it is cooked. And you know what? I stand by that. I feel like this game is freaking cooked. I thought they would come out with maybe a Venom announcement because there was that game that was supposed to come out. So the fact that Insomniac have not announced anything and at least give us something with Wolverine, for God's sake. I was hoping for something like Resident Evil 9. That didn't show up. Overall, even though these games, some of them are in the future, I feel like this was a solid state of play than what we used to get. So I feel like we are on the right track, and I feel like we're getting much more single player action adventure story driven games. That is the step in the right direction. But what do you think about this video and the state of play? What games are you most excited for? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let me know, and I will see you in the next video. Go away.